Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Watch the run. Back 55, back 55.
After the sack on first down, Ryan. Jones has it. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. The Falcons on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 at this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They run, Devontae Freeman. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down.
So don't say nothing.
On first down, Ryan. He's got Hooper on the short connection. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
7 yards there and a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Caught by Jones. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Check 31, check 6-6. Pull it hard. All right, 25 tonight.
155. Watch the back, watch the back.
Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 3rd down, it's Freeman. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for two. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish with a touchdown and a successful two-point conversion.
Some sort of a building block.
Yeah, something.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Oakland. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the New England Patriots and the Atlanta Falcons. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
Wait, set. Wait, ready.
Mike, 45. Come on. You got 3.
Brady now on first down. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. Well, that's tough. You come in here, you dial up that pass play on the first play from scrimmage and get it picked.
And you know, coaches always talk about we prepare for every eventuality. You don't even mention this as a possibility when you dial up that play, right? Instead, they throw a pick, and now they're behind the 8 ball on the road to get things going.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Here's Ryan to throw. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. 56 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go. Still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he's able to get this. This one all the way past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Sony Michel, his first carry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Brady. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Brady now to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now a toss right, Freeman. There he goes inside the 30. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Ready, 25. Here we go, D.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Running right, this is Freeman. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Let's go, D.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. The toss play left. There goes Devontae Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons push further out in front. They were able to push him backwards on first down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so a decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
On second down, Michelle. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big-time run there by Sony Michel. 65 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. The business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now for... And he is in! Touchdown, New England! Punching it in from a yard away as they are now on the board here in the first half. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Gostkowski the extra point, and it's now 13-7. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
He'll let it go deep for Freeman. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it second down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. From the gun on third down, Brady. He's going to let this one go deep, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Ball 50. Hey, orbit. Check it, reload.
They do go for it. It's Brady. He hits White, complete. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on fourth down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
Now a play fake. Brady. He's airing it out for Sanu. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Now Ryan back into his end zone. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's third down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's Matt Bosher now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Now Ryan on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on first and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Throwing again on second down. Ryan. And he slings one that's incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Freeman. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. So first and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's John Simon with a sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Ryan. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Danny Shelton muscles his way in for the sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right? Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. He's going to air it out for Dorsett, and that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Again, it's Brady. That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 23. Brady, 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Now Brady. Buying time to his left. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady looking for his running back, and he's got him. Leaping over him, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. On third and long, it's Brady. And this is going to be incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. Gostkowski now for the Pats field goal try. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was a crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
But not a big gain with that play. But what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Forced out to his left. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's White. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 11. Flush to his right. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And he's going to go down again. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. And he's going to go down here as sack. They push him back to the 34. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. And with that, we sign off from Miami.